Hi everyone, and welcome to another Mind Power Monday. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far and that you had a really wonderful weekend. I was up at our cabin. I actually took my daughter and her friend up there, and we went up a little bit early and went and explored. I went on a day trip on Friday and explored a small little town in the interior of BC. So yeah, it was a fantastic weekend, and I'm back and I'm actually in my office. I'm heading to Richmond on our flip after I do spend this time with you. So I'm Melanie Robinson. I'm a real estate investor just like the rest of you, and I've done several strategies over the years, from new builds to foreclosures, BRRRRs, long-term buy and holds, all sorts of different things. I'm currently working on a flip right now, as most of you know, in Richmond, and also still working towards building that fourplex over in Nanaimo, and always looking at long-term buy and holds with joint venture partners, hence the exploring this incredible little small town on Friday. So I'm always looking for sort of where to invest, how can I provide opportunities to other people while I'm creating my own sort of goals and dreams as well. Good morning, everyone. I can actually see things today, which is fantastic. I don't know, for those of you who were on last Monday and I couldn't see whether anybody was on or anybody was commenting. So it was a fun one last Monday. Always fun facing new challenges and facing those challenges live for the world to see. So anyhow, that's me as a real estate investor. Me as Mind Power Melanie. Why am I sharing Mind Power with you? Most of you already know by now, but my background is in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I'm a master practitioner of NLP. We have a family business that I stepped away from, sort of, to become a full-time real estate investor. But it is definitely one of my passions, for sure, to help people create the life they want by utilizing the power of our mind. So our mind is incredibly powerful, and it actually dictates all of what we do as we live our life. And so many of us focus our energy on sort of the tasks and excelling at the skill that we want, and ignore what's going on behind the scenes that actually dictates everything. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy now that I can see that you're actually there after having my experience last week. So anyhow, neuro-linguistic programming is an incredible model that studies the mind. What I share with you here today isn't even so much NLP. It really truly is my passion for helping people, really understanding the power of our mind and helping you to overcome whatever obstacles you might be facing from a mental perspective, so that you can, number one, so that you can experience life in the way that you want to, so you can feel good and have fun and be aligned and feel good as you live your life. And number two, to create the success you want. So it's, for me, really incredibly important, the marriage of the two of those things. I'm not looking for success at the compromise of self, and I'm not looking at spending my life focusing so much on developing myself that I don't spend time creating success. I definitely am passionate about that combination, and that is why I come on every Monday like I do, to support you all. And oh my goodness, I want to say thank you to those of you who commented. I put a post, I don't know how many of you saw it, but I put a post on the Fearless page last week. I'm not sure what day, just asking people what their biggest challenges are that they're facing with regards to a mindset. And oh my good Lord, thank you all who commented. I woke up today, I read the comments over the weekend, but I woke up today so inspired and wanting to support you guys in any way that I can, in feeling different about what you're doing, because what you're doing is amazing. And I had this little vision of each of you that commented creating a little video just for you and sending it off to you, because I would love nothing more than to really support all of you in overcoming whatever might be going on in here that's making things more challenging for you. So, having said that, today what I wanted to talk about is asking for money. So that was something that one of you posted, and a few of you also commented that was challenging for you as well. And I am, by the way, everything that you guys shared, I actually put it in a Word document, printed it up, and I have it sitting in front of me. I'm going to keep doing that. And I really hope that you guys continue to share what your challenges are, because I know that none of us, including myself, are alone in any of the challenges that we're facing. So asking for money was one of the ones that came up, and you'll probably get really tired of me saying the same thing, because it actually doesn't even really matter what your challenge is. It's almost always going to come down to how you're thinking about it in your own mind, what you're saying to yourself about it. So when we're talking about asking for money, I want you to think about whatever challenge it is that you might be facing right now, because I think I can even promise that you will be able to take what I'm saying and transfer it over to whatever the challenge is that you're facing. Now, I'm not talking about external challenges, like getting the skills you need, taking the courses, doing the research, doing your due diligence. All of those things, I'm going to say, are a given. I'm assuming that simply by the fact that you're a member of this group, I'm assuming that all of us here, we are doing what we need to do to gather the knowledge that we need to gather, to be that expert, to be able to come forward with opportunities to people and be posing viable, well thought out, well researched, incredible opportunities to others. So that's a given. What I'm talking about that I know you can translate over into any challenge that you might be facing is the mindset side of it, the mind power, the mental strategies that you're running, that we typically sort of have a pattern on how we think about things, especially ourselves, and our abilities. And that's what, man, oh man, I want to help you all with, because it's everything. And I know, okay, I'm going to say this now. I knew when I came into this, it's going to be sort of a little pep talk. I can't help it. And I'm sorry for that. But you all are amazing. You all have something incredible to share with the world. And I'm here to help you embrace that. We've got to unite together and stop with the dialogue that stops us from achieving what we want. We've got to stop with the conversations in our mind that tell us we're not good enough, we don't have enough to offer, we don't, like all that nonsense. And this is what I want to share with you. And I'll share it with you every single week, because it is what's going to stop you. You're learning, you're growing, you're researching markets, you're watching webinars and videos and this live and all sorts of different things to be a master at real estate investing. And in order to be able to impact the world and make the difference that you want to make for your family and for other investors, you've got to master this in the same way. You just have to. You can't have one without the other. You can't spend your life mastering this and not have any sort of vehicle or reason to go out into the world. But you also can't just master all the skills and not take the time, because you will not create the success you want. And equally as importantly, you won't enjoy it. And you need to know I'm not exempt from it. You need to know that I work on this every single day. You need to know that doubts come in for me, and that I don't feel confident at every moment, and that I stress about things and I worry about things and I question myself. So I need you to know that. And the beauty is when we commit to ourselves that that's not where we want to live, and that we want to share, we want to make a difference in the world, and we want to create that success for ourselves and success for others, then we commit to ourselves. We're going to do what it takes to get rid of those thoughts when they come in, so that we can do what it is that we're here to do. That's the journey. It's not about never having these thoughts. It's not about, being a positive person at every single moment and thinking you're a rock star every moment of every day. That's not realistic. That's not human. That's not how anyone lives their life. This is about recognizing when a thought comes into your mind that is not supporting you on achieving what you want, and the willingness to acknowledge it and change it in whatever way you need to. So maybe it is, maybe, I don't know, for those of you who saw the Mind Power Monday where I shared in the feed after that Stop It video, the Bob Newhart Stop It video, maybe it's that. Maybe you hear stop it when you have a thought that doesn't support you. Maybe it's that you visualize it exploding in your mind so that that thought goes away. Maybe it's about having a vision, you know, that vision, that thought out of your thought box in the future that you connect with that changes how you're feeling. It can be a number of things, but here's the common denominator. You've got to commit to yourself that you are not going to allow those thoughts to live in your brain because you want to live your very best life. You want to feel good. You want to share the very best version of yourself with the world. You want to provide opportunities to other investors. You want to create this legacy for your family. You want to do all that. And in order to do that, you are going to commit to this. So many people have your mindset as a secondary woo-woo. If I have time, maybe I'll pay attention to that because I've got to go over here and do this research or take that course or do this or do that. And I'm here, of course, I'm a little bit biased, but I'm here to say, master this. So I know that I've babbled and I need to be mindful of time, but back to asking for money as an example of what I'm talking about. When you're thinking, merely if you're thinking about the fact that you are asking people for money, just by the wording in and of itself, it would feel like you are wanting to get. This is about you getting. This is about you taking. You're asking somebody for their money, like asking your parent for $20 to go to the movies, or asking, I don't know, it's an ask. It's like, I want something from you to give to me. And if you are wording it that way, I guarantee you that's how you're thinking about it. You're thinking about, oh gosh, I've got to ask them for their money, and that's really uncomfortable. And I don't know, again, am I worthy? Do I know enough? Like, there's a whole bunch that goes into that I'd love to dive into, but I obviously don't have time. I've already probably taken more time than I should. But it's all about how you're thinking about it. So you want to challenge yourself. If you're feeling uncomfortable with something, such as asking for money, but anything else, if you're feeling uncomfortable, ask yourself, challenge yourself to figure out, how are you thinking about that? What are you saying to yourself? What's behind that that's creating me to feel uncomfortable? With asking for money, if you're thinking about that you are asking somebody to give something, you're taking, this is about me, not about you, that doesn't feel comfortable. But if, and I know you know this, but I'm just gently reminding you, if you think about it as an opportunity to create success together, an opportunity to allow somebody's hard-earned money to make money for them, an opportunity for them to learn a different way, an opportunity for the two of you to build a relationship. It no longer becomes about asking for their money. It's now about offering opportunities. Now, you might know that on a logical level, but I'm asking you to dive deep enough to embrace it. So for me, that absolutely is the truth. I don't want to ask anybody for their money. I want to create partnerships. I want to create opportunities for people. It excites me that I can have somebody, let's use my brother as an example, who had no idea that this was a possibility and has now invested with me and is making money on his money. He's so excited about that opportunity. He didn't know that that was a possibility. That's what I love. So when I look at it that way, when I'm looking at it as creating something for somebody that gets them excited about achieving their goals while I'm achieving mine, that feeling is completely different. And here's the deal. That feeling is different. Therefore, when I go to talk to people about it, I'm received differently. They're going to pick up on that from me. So it's always twofold. Number one, the way you think about something creates how you feel about it, your confidence, whether you have, self-doubts, beliefs in yourself, all of that stuff. That all stems from how you're thinking about this in the first place. That's number one. But number two is that then how you feel about it dictates how you're going to put yourself out there to the world. And then that dictates the response that you get back. It all comes back to the same things. What we think about creates how we feel. How we feel dictates how we represent ourselves in the world. How we present ourselves or represent ourselves in the world dictates the response we get back, i.e. success. And it's a cycle. And it all starts with how we're thinking about it. So you guys were so amazing to share your challenges with regards to, and there was a common thread, and I'm going to keep going back to them, and I'm going to keep probably saying the same things. But I believe that all of our success and happiness comes from what we're saying to ourselves, what we're thinking, how we're thinking about it, and therefore how we go out into the world. So I know this was a little soapboxy, standing on my soapbox. I don't know how to articulate how important I think this is for all of us. It's like, I just want to share it with the world all day, every day. I want to make little mini videos for all of you when you have challenges to just remind you of the power that you do have. Because it is in here and you're doing it anyways. You're either saying things to not support you or you're saying things to support you. We've got dialogue going on in our brains all the time. So when we're doubting ourselves, we're thinking about what we can't do. We're not thinking about all the things we can do. When we don't believe in ourselves, we're thinking about the things that we don't think we can do versus going through all of the amazing things we have accomplished, all the things in our jobs, in our families, in our lives, with our friends that we have done, that we have accomplished, the qualities that we do have. It's about where you're focusing your energy and your thoughts. Are you choosing to think about things that support you in creating the life you want, or are you choosing to think about things that support you in feeling terrible and not going for it? So I think you're noticing a theme over every Monday, but this is the magic to me. This is the difference between those who are mediocre at what they do and those who achieve excellence. Those who achieve excellence, they master this piece of it. So it's Monday, it's the beginning of a new week. I really want to challenge you all to be paying attention to what you're thinking about. If asking for money was your thing, then really notice how you think about it. If there's any doubt in your mind about your capabilities, you always want to make sure, yes, you're doing the learning, the knowledge, the hardcore, tangible stuff so that you are offering true opportunities to people. But I want you to, alongside that, pay attention to what you're thinking about and what you're saying to yourself and how that impacts how you feel and therefore how you present yourself out in the world and the results that brings back to you. It's a cycle. I'll say it every week. If I could, I would just say the same thing every single Monday, you guys. So Mind Power Monday. Again, I know I've been a little bit preachy today, but gosh, I felt inspired by you all. And I just want to support you. So please know, reach out to me personally. Put in the messages, the challenges that you're facing. Let's do this together truly. And let's master our minds so that we honestly and truly can feel amazing about what we have to offer. And we can go and create win-win situations for those of us around us. Okay. I will stop babbling now. I will read your comments too, and thank you for making the comments because I didn't realize how much they mean to me until last week. I could see nothing and I didn't know anybody was there. So your heart showers and your comments truly do inspire me as I go about this. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. So I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I don't respond to you. I am a little bit of a weirdo and I spend time before and I really do connect with what is the message that I'm here to share? How can I share this in a way that's meaningful to you that are in front of me? And therefore, when I read the comments, it takes me away from that I feel compelled to share and gets me more into the logical. So that's why I don't read the comments during, even though that's not how you're supposed to do a live. But I really do. I connect with really wanting to share with you guys something that's going to inspire you to dig deeper and create the success that you want in your lives. So have a fantastic week, everyone. Thank you for letting me sit here and preach what I absolutely love. And I love the combination of bringing this into the real estate investing world. And I'm grateful that you guys love and appreciate the messages that I'm sharing. And I want you to keep sharing with me, and I'm going to keep supporting you in any way that I can. So have an amazing week. We will see you next Monday. And in the meantime, please feel free to message, share, comment, do anything you can to let me know how things are going for you. Alrighty, have a great day. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.